This video will help you understand how a trust can help your business succession, both in planned transactions and unplanned transactions for your business. You may be looking ahead to retirement and wondering how to best transition out of your business and smoothly turn it over to a successor, or you want to ensure that at your death, your legacy continues. Hi, my name is Tom. I'm a lawyer with a collateral-based law firm, here to talk to you about business succession planning. We discuss trusts. They are even becoming a popular tool in the cannabis industry to hold licenses. If you find this video helpful, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing for more information. First off, let's talk about what a trust is. There are many different types of trusts. Some are better than others for business succession planning. We will talk about those a little bit later. First, I want to make sure that you understand the basics of a trust. What is a trust? A trust is a fiduciary arrangement that allows a third party, called a trust, to hold assets on behalf of one or more beneficiaries. The terms of a trust decide exactly when and how the assets that have been placed into that trust, which is often referred to as funding the trust, how those will pass to the named beneficiary or beneficiaries of the trust. A trust generally consists of the following: a grantor, a trustee, one or more beneficiaries, a trust assets, and a purpose. It's just like life. The grantor is the one to create the trust. The trust document names the trustee or co-trustees. You can have more than one person act as a trustee. This could be desirable if you do not want decisions and duties regarding the trust to be placed upon one person's shoulders or motivations. The trustee acts as the legal owner of the assets that are placed into the trust. The trustee has other important duties, such as filing taxes for the trust and distributing the assets of the trust in accordance with the terms of the trust. Choose your trustee wisely, or you may end up losing some of that trust. The beneficiary is the person or group of people that the trust is meant to benefit. The beneficiary of the trust does not have to be a person. It can be a business or even a charitable organization. The assets of the trust are what is used to fund the trust, whether it be cash or real estate or anything else of value. And the purpose of the trust is the intent behind creating it, whether it be a tax avoidance, creditor protection, asset management, or another purpose. So there you go. Now you know the basics of the trust. And of course, you may be thinking, but Tom, why do I need a trust for my business? It's simple, really. Without a trust, your business could come to a screeching halt in your absence. You've likely poured blood, sweat, and tears and a lot of money into creating your successful business. The last thing you want is it for to fail in your absence. Let's look at this scenario. If you were to pass away from a catastrophic illness or accident, such as cancer, or a lengthy battle with the hospital and COVID, money from your business, meaning both liquid assets such as cash and the checking account of the business, and the non-liquid assets such as real estate, FF&E, fixtures and equipment and the likes, owned by the business, could have been used to pay your outstanding medical bills. Properly protecting business assets in a trust from having to satisfy your personal debts as a properly established trust can protect your business assets from creditors. Now that you understand how a trust can protect your business, let's talk about how a trust can help with your business succession planning. You might be thinking, but Tom, what is the business succession planning? A business succession plan is just that. It is a plan, preferably in writing, that lays out your plan to continue the business after you retire, or sell it to another party, or unfortunately pass away like we all do from time to time. So why do you need a business succession plan? Simply put, a well thought out business succession plan can assist in a smooth transition from one business owner to another business owner. A comprehensive business succession plan can help with that smooth transition by minimizing on taxes, transaction costs, and interruption of business, which could easily lead to lost revenue. A trust is an important part of a business succession plan, and the importance of having one as part of your business succession plan should not be overlooked. Trusts have played an important part of business succession planning for decades. A trust can provide tax avoidance from creditors, probate avoidance, and management of business assets. Some business owners wish to avoid probate. The process of probate is a public record. By establishing a business trust, you can protect your business's privacy, which can be crucial in some industries, for example, cannabis. About 40% of businesses end up being run by the second-generation owners. A business succession plan that includes a trust can help that business stay successful throughout the second, third, fourth, and more generations into the future. No matter what type of trust you decide to establish, it will be either a revocable trust or an irrevocable trust. A revocable trust will allow you as grantor to control the assets that are used to fund the trust. Remember, you have to place some sort of asset into the trust in order to fund the trust. Whether that is deeding a piece of real estate from your name into the trust, depositing cash or investments into an account in the name of the trust, or some other type of assets like a vehicle, fancy paintings, you must fund the trust. A revocable trust keeps these assets in your control, and you will be able to dissolve, that is, end the trust at any time that you desire. Once you die, a revocable trust will generally become irrevocable. Quite hard to revoke it once you're dead. Assets in a revocable trust do avoid probate. However, they generally do not avoid taxes, nor do they generally provide protection from creditors, as these assets are still in your control. An irrevocable trust is one that once it is established, any assets that is put into the trust will be out of your control, and you will not be able to change the terms or dissolve the trust at all. It's like you're already dead. Assets that have funded an irrevocable trust also avoid probate, just as assets used to fund a revocable trust. But by putting your assets into an irrevocable trust, the trust will be able to avoid taxes at your death, and they will be protected from claims by your creditors, creating a better outlook for your business. There are many different types of trusts. Some are better for business succession planning than others. You should consult with an attorney before deciding what type of trust is right for your situation. Every situation is somewhat unique. However, common types of trust in business succession planning include the Irrevocable Life Insurance Trust, or the ILIT, the Grantor Retained Annuity Trust, or if your business is set up as an S Corp, the Qualified Subchapter S Trust, or QSST. That's QSST. And the Electing Small Business Trust, that's the ESBT. An ILIT keeps the proceeds from the decedent's taxable estate while providing liquid assets to the beneficiary of the trust. This cash infusion could be used to continue day-to-day operations of the business during the transition period from the decedent to the new owner. A Grantor Retained Annuity Trust. It is an irrevocable trust that will transfer your business assets upon your death, and this transfer would not be subject to estate taxes. During your lifetime, the assets that have been used to fund this trust will pay you an annuity income. This effectively passes on rapidly growing business assets to your children. The grantor, you, the business owner, retain control of these assets during the term of the annuity, which is usually 2 to 5 years. However, if you die during the term of the annuity, because you retain control over them, the assets are considered to be part of your estate and subject to taxation. A Qualified Subchapter S Trust, or the QSST, is a way to pass ownership of an S corporation stock. This can allow the owner of a business to control the business even after the death, through the direction left for the trustee. There are several specific requirements in order to establish a QSST. Among those are, there must only be one beneficiary of this type of the trust. The beneficiary must receive all of the trust income annuity, and any principal distributed must be distributed to the beneficiary. A grantor of the QSST should appoint a non-beneficiary trustee for the purposes of making trust distributions. And another type of trust that can hold S corporation stock is the Electing Small Business Trust, or the EBST. An EBST is more flexible than a QSST in that it can have more than one beneficiary, and the trustee has the discretion to make distributions. There are different tax treatments between these two, so consult an attorney when establishing the trust for your business. If this video helped you to see a few of the varying ways as a business owner that you need a trust part of your business succession planning, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm Tom with Collateral Base. We have an estate planning attorney that is ready to help you plan for the successful transition of your business by utilizing trusts. And you may even be able to apply for your next cannabis license by using that trust, or move holdings into them. But for more on that, give us a like and subscribe, and then head on over to our websites, collateralbase.com or cannabisindustrylawyer.com, and I'll see you next time.